Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is TMI, this one on ITV. So many things are like happening all at once everywhere. You get to hear about NAIRA shortage for the first time. Yeah, since I was giving birth to, you get to hear the black market equivalent of the Nigerian NAIRA, and of course the true value of the NAIRA. It's like, you know, the old NAIRA competing with the new NAIRA. If you want the new NAIRA, according to reports making the round, you have to pay some amount of cash to get the new NAIRA to some POS operators. Yes, even to get the new NAIRA from ATM is a Herculean task. You get to hear also of DSS, you know, cracking down some commercial banks that are involved in sharp practices when it have to do with the distribution of the NAIRA. You get to see some people going to the banks to deposit their old NAIRA for them to get the equivalent of the new NAIRA. That would just be a different story. You get to see also of men, women crying in banking halls for banks to respond to them. Bank will tell you, look, we don't have the new NAIRA. What in the world is really happening? You go to POS, you want to collect any amount of money, they tell you service charge, sometimes 20% or 10% of what you want to collect of your hard-earned money. Want to collect 5,000, you get to here, you get to give us 1,000 service charge. Does it make sense to you? You want to collect 20, they keep telling you various amount you pay back to them. Look for the old currency, not even the new currency. What is going on? Some are saying this is purely a case of sabotage. Others are saying no, it is the incompetence, so to speak, of the people in charge. Arafai said something. He said, look, you've mopped up, as I presented to the CBN, you've mopped up over 3 trillion and you're providing hundreds of billions. It's even up to half of the amount that you've mopped up. That is where we are right now. Why not allow the new NAIRA and the old NAIRA to coexist? And I went to Mr. President. He said, look, give me 7 days out of the 10 days of extension period to sort these things out. In 7 days, all this would be history. With me here in the studio to talk about this, I have political analysts, PhD in his own field. Join me to welcome Samson Isibo, PhD. Welcome, sir.
Good morning.
I appreciate your coming.
I agree too.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Sitting very close to him, he is a youth mobilizer, a political stalwart. Join me to welcome Honorable Ehi Festus. Welcome to TMI on this edition.
Good morning, sir.
All right. And we're expecting Samuel Ehigato or Douglas Obankwa, a legal practitioner, you just name it. When they come, we'll get to talk some more and express ourselves in this particular topic. Don't forget also, fuel scarcity is biting really, really hard. We go to some filling station, it sells as high as 500 naira per liter. Some don't even have it, or most don't even have it. Where are we really heading to in this country? I want to start off with you, Honorable Samson Isibo. What do you feel about all this? This is election month, for crying out loud. Election here, people are thinking that things will get easier for Nigerians. Things will get so soft because the ruling party may want to use the change they will cause towards the election time for Nigerians to start enjoying. But it's at the reverse is the case. Take it up from there.
My brother, thank you very much. I see the whole thing as very, very embarrassing. I've witnessed up to 2 or 3 change of naira notes redesigning, but it has never been like this. This one is shocking and it's very, very uncalled for. Firstly, what is the essence of changing this, redesigning this at the peak? I mean, at the tail end of a regime that is going the next 4 or 3 months. And also, when we are having an election in the next 2 or 3 weeks, you are changing this thing. The way I see it is that the aim of those people who just woke up one day and they said, we want to change their money, is to destabilize the democratic forces, to cause a sort of upheaval which, according to me personally, they want to use it to sabotage. So that the way I think about it is that they want to cause a sort of destabilization, which may lead to what we are thinking, a sort of ING. You know what is ING? That is, they want to create, to establish, when, they cannot amend the constitution to extend the tenure of office of any regime. But these people, in that their cabal, in their Sorok, planning to cause a sort of, to bring our democratic experience to a sort of creating a sort of interim national government, which we will never bargain for, and we will not allow it to happen. Because a right-thinking person who knows that we are having a very, very important something to do in the next 3 weeks, you cannot just wake up and say, okay, I want to change NAIRA. I want to design it. And more so again, this petrol thing, all of them jam together. Haba, why? You have been there for 8 years, almost 8 years. You didn't do all this type of thing. As your tail end, which is about 3 or 4 months, May, you are now bringing this thing to destabilize the voters, to cause a sort of discomfort for the populace, for Nigerians. See what we have been passing through for the past a week plus now. As I'm speaking now, I cannot, I trek come this studio. My car, for the past 1 week, I can't drive it. I don't have money to buy 500 naira or 600 naira per liter. What are we doing? Apart from the excruciating life we are living, lamentable life we are living, the masses are suffering. You are telling us to improve the economy. Which economy? All the economy has dived no down. So the thing surprised me with some calls for they should cancel it, or if possible. Okay, the president is giving us 7 days. I think 7 days will elapse maybe by Tuesday now. Is there any indication that this thing is going to be solved? No. The POS people are smiling to the banks, We don't want this situation. It's uncalled for.
All right. I will come back to you, Samson Isibo. Honorable Festus, you heard him. He used the term, those people, and I wouldn't want to press to say, please, who are these people? So let's leave it as those people. I don't want to say cabal. Talking about fuel scarcity, mineral scarcity, lumped together. This is the month Nigerians have been waiting for to go out there to elect leaders. And if we take a look at antecedents, this ought to be the period Nigerians should have been heaving a sigh of relief. Some people are saying that this is a period where we ought to be seeing cash flow. We ought to be seeing at least not so harsh economy. Fuel would have been in abundance. Power also situation would have improved to give the administration credibility and, of course, good name. But here we are, going through what some Nigerians refer to as torture. Take it up from there.
I guess the whole situation, to me, is so-so, not so good, not so bad. The reason why I said it's
not so good, not so bad.
Yeah. I've said it once before in this television station that the National Orientation Agency of Nigeria is not busy. They are not doing the needful. Because when government come out with policies, it becomes the duty of the NOA, National Orientation Agency, to come, educate the people, let them understand the importance, the deficit of this policy. Now, before the CBN governor, the governor that was never elected, has been telling us we are bringing out a policy that will bring restriction to a daily withdrawal. We want to mop NAIRA from the society. We want to see that the money in circulation is not too much. We want to see how we can control inflation indirectly more than 3 months, the news have been on air. I think where the federal government fail, they fail to come to the society, to come to the downtrodden, to come to the citizen and tell them, this is the essence of mopping around from the society. Now, for you to have flexibility while this thing is being done, these and these are precautions you need to take. I am a business owner. I operate a business. As early as 3rd of January, I went, got a POS machine for my office. Because I don't want you to come and tell me, I be one to have money not day. I don't know if you are getting it. So if every person will actually ready through vital information, but not every person will understand that January is going to be a very delicate month for every person in this country. Now, they printed less than 1 trillion naira, and they've mopped more than 3 trillion naira. So what the CBN governor want to do is, want people to bring out money from their home. Let's take this old money off and begin to control the flow of physical cash in the society. Don't forget they started with e-wallet. Up till today, nobody's hearing about the e-wallet. Reason because we have an agency that is not busy. There is need for the Nigerian citizen to be well informed. They should tell us the essence of this thing. How do you go about it? Now, what we are seeing is this. You said POS agents and owners are cashing out to the bank. That's not the truth. What happened is a POS agent will go, buy Naira, come back and sit in his or her stand and sell the same Naira. That's why we are saying Naira, the old Naira is gaining against the new Naira. But if we have to look deeply within our society, every time we accuse the presidency, the governor, the this, the that, of creating problem, we should check ourselves as an individual. We've seen a commercial bank where they use the old Naira to block the new Naira. They didn't load it in their machine. The order is this. All machine should disburse new Naira, but you can't collect more than 20,000. If all the ATM machine in Benin is giving out new Naira, I don't think there will be queue. The enforcement process, the relationship between the CBN and the commercial banks, they even went as far to brought in the microfinance banks. But what are we seeing? We are seeing nothing. So instead of us fixing government, let's call ourselves to order. The security agency should start up their work. You call Buhari today till tomorrow, Buhari will not answer you. You call Emefiele today till tomorrow, Emefiele will not answer you. But
they're answering already.
The governors of each state should wake up. I've never seen a senator coming to his constituency and say, this is Edosat, it belongs to me. First Bank, why is there no money in your ATM? Union Bank, why is there no money in your ATM? Access Bank, why is there no money in your ATM? I might go to Access Bank and nobody will recognize me. But don't tell me a senator will go to Access Bank and to shout and they will not recognize him. So let's ask these banks. Were you not giving money? They should come out and tell us the truth. Because what we were told by CBN is they disbursed money. The other day I heard they took the cash swap to Delta State, where they have agents. They've given new money to collect the old money from people and give them aggregate, not exactly. Because don't expect you're going to bring 10 million and collect 10 million back. So we should be asking ourselves this question. What are the commercial banks doing with the money?
All right. What are the commercial banks doing with the money? Over now to you, Honorable Samson Isibo. He has spoken at length and he hinted on sabotage. We're going to see some banks using the old Naira to hide the new Naira, despite the directive of the CBN. You get to see them not disbursing the new Naira. Is it a case of sabotage or the inadequacies of the ruling party, so to speak?
Well, He has spoken, but I do not agree with him. One, this thing, as I've said, I'm looking at it politically.
Politically?
Yes. And that is where we are. And that is what we should be talking now, politically, because the peak of the politics is about 2 or 3 weeks' time. It's talking that the POS are not to be blamed. Who are to be blamed? When they are extorting the masses, you want to withdraw 5,000, they will deduct 500. If you want to withdraw 10,000, they will withdraw 1,000. What the hell?
Calm down, please. Watch your language. We're on air. We're on air. Watch your emotions, please.
Thank you. Don't be calm. Be calm.
All right.
You see, they said we are having shortage in the south, but go to the north. From the experience, from my investigation, even with some videos, you see that they are carrying this money from one house to the other. They will knock your door. Come and change your money. Oh. After those northerners will change it, they will still give them 200 naira on top. And that is money that is not available. They go from house to house in the north, Kaduna, Sokoto, Kano. But we here, it's do or die. They even kill many people in the south for protesting against this shortage of funds.
Hold on now, please. You are exaggerating because the report here is not many.
It's not many.
Many were injured, yes. According to the report on the paper, just one person lost his or her life.
With one person doesn't count much.
So don't say many,
my
please.
friend.
We are on air. Please, let's be guarded.
But a person.
According to the report on the papers, that one person. So when you say many people, you're exaggerating. Let's be guarded, please.
Well, you know, but many are in the hospital through gunshots and so on and so forth. I don't know for you.
All right.
One person died. Is it not significant? Is it not important to lose a soul? If I say many, and you are counting and saying now one, that one should he die because of his money, to withdraw his money? We have to say the truth. You have been trying to suppress me all the time. And when I say something, it comes to pass. So my friend, no, they obstruct me. So what I'm saying in essence is that there is a serious upheaval in the land. Why? The poor masses put their money in the bank. To withdraw is a hell of a problem. Some will go naked, some protesting. And what are you telling us? We are annoyed. The system is not working. Who asked them to even redesign? Is it by force? You have not prepared. According to him just now, they printed only 1,000 trillion, whereas they've collected 3,000 from outside. I mean 3 trillion from outside. Is that the way to go about it? That means you did not put your house in order. It was just hurry something, just to use it to do one cynical motive. And what is the motive? Because of the election. So why are you telling me I must talk? They are using it to block a particular candidate. Why? A regime that is campaigning to get his candidate elected, now coming out with this obnoxious, very, in fact, I don't know what to say because we can't time it just now. It is not fair. It is not fair. They know what they are doing to make people to destabilize their mind. You see, what people are saying is that the presidency is using it to favor a particular candidate from the north. So what is it? And some of these candidates have been crying, say, this is not good though. It is for, you want to use it to sabotage, to make me lose the election. It is all flying all about, and we know about it. So it's not a joke. So we are only calling on them to hasten up and do the needful according to the president. We don't know the magic he wants to perform within 7 days. About 3 days, don't come out.
Okay. All right. He hinted on politics. He said it's all about politics. All right, despite the fact that he almost lost his emotion, I have to call him back. You have to please watch your emotions. Do you share his views and opinions in this particular, how would I put it now, set mind of thought? You never mention anybody's name. That's one good thing about it. So, take it up from there. He said I want to favor one particular candidate from the north. He ended it there. So, continue from where he stopped.
Even though I know one name was mentioned, but we know where our father said that. You see, I once said it in this same station before that 2023 election might just be between the North and the South. Reason because a group of the North and the South, a group of Northerners want power to remain in the North. Why we that are batified are saying, no, it should be like this. Some others are of the Labour Party. They said, no. LP must be this, but I, as a person, I don't say everything to be political. Reason because if I must pass an exam, first I have to do my homework. After doing my homework, I go to the exam hall, I write. If I write, you fail me. As a lecturer, we have one-on-one before I'll take it to the next level. Now, the other day we heard Bola Ahmed Tinubu saying all these are done because of me. So when an election, you don't actually need to spread money around if you actually know what you are doing. So I'm not taking it to be too political. Even if it is political, and we stay to see the end product of this whole thing, that was why I said our National Orientation Agency, they are doing nothing. What Emefiele want to do is simple. There should be less cash in this society. Before now, you see one man having 10 million naira cash in his house. That same man can do anything. If I'm having an issue with you, and we're at the police station to solve out this whole issue, if you have cash in your house, you just call the policeman and say, let's say at home. The man will come and you push 20 million to him, 10 million. And I'll get to know, this policeman went to see this man. Oh. They will say, no, he just went there, normal police, whatever relationship. But if I get to know that you transfer money now, because you can't see 10 million naira to give, you can't even see 1 million naira cash to give. If I get to know you transfer 1 million to an IPO, to your own IPO or my IPO when we're having a case, you should answer more questions for that. So we are trying to see a society where cash will be reduced. All you need to do in most cases is transfer. Although there is a problem with the transfer issue. At times you do transfer, the debit you won't see money. So CBN should work with InterSwitch. Even if your money in hand, it should be within 6 hours. They should return the money. If we can estimate some things, there is money with commercial bank to load their MTN. They're not saying, you don't withdraw money. Go withdraw your 20,000, go ask. Or 10,000. If my father here can withdraw 20,000 today with ease, now that you go to ATM, Papa will not have to queue. A senior citizen will not queue between some class of boys that will be saying, "Papa, you go shift to a para first confessor." I will know. If Papa go to the ATM and they are just 3, in less than 5 minutes, Papa will draw 20,000. If you want to buy for, you can buy. If you want to send your kids or someone to go and get you 1 or 2 things, you can. If you are going to the market, you go with your phone. By now, if CBN have gone around market to educate women, there should be money point or a POS point or a miss where market women can recover their money. So you go, you buy, maybe 10,000 from this, 20,000 from this, 30,000 from this. Iyabo, how much did they pay by 20,000? Surulele, Osakmama, at the end of the day, I bought 25 or 30,000. I transfer, and they share their money online. We will not be having problem. The essence of this policy, to me, is to check corruption. Is to see that one man, even if you, okay, look at what happened. I saw it on the paper that, let me not mention the name of the bank. Someone withdrew 800,000 400,000, 600,000 one day, and the bank was sanctioned 20 million. I read it. So if things like that begin to happen, I guess we are headed to a sane society. It's not going to be easy. Now, I read also on the internet, I'm not going to verify so that I will not be passing wrong information. That EFCC arrested an artist that was spraying money. I don't know if you read it.
Yeah, it's on the papers, yeah.
So we are trying to see a society where Naira will have value even in your pocket, not just in the market. So what needs to be what should be the next process now is this. Commercial bank, if you have the money, load it in your ATM. Papa said in the north, there is a cash swap. Yes, a cash swap. Naira swap was very effective in the north because the northerners play politics more than us. We heard that a committee was set up to checkmate fuel activities. Up to now, people are selling fuel for 500, 490. During the era of Oshomole, we saw what Lord Ameosule was doing. They close up some fuel station. No fuel station has been closed. The other day I was interrogating one of the manager. Okay, one of the sell fuel 450. He said, "Now the way I take back, I take this." I said, "No." They're giving us a shot of fuel that was distributed. But where are we today?
Okay.
Nothing.
All right, I will come to you. You heard him, he said it's not all about politics. It's all about mopping up money from the society and to encourage cashless economy. Because from what Emefiele said, talking about the CBN governor, we should go cashless within a specific period of time. And it's not all about favoring a certain candidate from a political party. Take it up from there.
My brother, in as much I agree to a extent with my partner here, I do not agree with him in total. Why? You just said it slightly. It's not like that. When a segment of the country are getting it easy, you not go to their house, you not go, yeah, come and change your money. Why are they not doing it here? Are we different? Are we slaves in the south here?
But cash swap is going on also in the south region.
Where? Tell me.
You're talking now to Delta State.
Is they do to your village? They are not, my friend. Don't say that. You are lying.
Calm down, because that was the instruction given by the CBN.
Oh, that's the instruction.
They go to the rural areas to do it.
Are they your village?
Answer me. In that same data.
I beg, make I talk my own.
Please continue.
So, you always in fact, you let my this thing. I don't like it. I will
calm down. Calm down.
So, he is referring to the NOA. What concerns NOA, the National Orientation Agency. If you don't have something on the ground, why would they publicize? Why would they tell the public? Then, secondly, you are saying that the money the central bank disburses out is not enough. It's ratio 1 to 3. What is ratio 1 to 3? That means they printed only 1 trillion and they've collected 3 trillion inside. Then give the money back to the owner now. Voila. Now borrow from my wife to enter to come to this place now because I can't afford a fuel price. And our governor was saying that he has set up this and that. For where? How can you ask a thief to go and look for a thief? It won't work now. The people in the government circle, passing in the government house, they are having all these
hold on now.
We want them to call.
That analogy doesn't really befit the situation right now. So please, let's be guarded.
I'm tired of
saying thief for a thief. Please, let's be guarded. All right, because you know what, you don't have proof of this.
Of what?
Okay?
Of what?
Please, let's be guarded. We don't want to insult anyone or saying a thief for a thief. Please, let's be guarded because of that comment. Please continue. Because we on air, we have to be
let
careful.
everything fly off from my mind now.
All right.
What I intended to say.
Okay.
In fact, why did you even bring me inside when you don't want me to say to be dancing to your own tune?
Don't
and
worry.
I will never dance to your tune.
We have
it has
rules.
been my way of life.
Of course, I know
I
that.
will say the truth.
I know
But
that.
you now, you are being beclouded with a sort of officialdom. Which it shouldn't be. We have been doing it. No talk. That's why the whole thing is crumbling on our head now. We have to say the truth and let the devil be ashamed. The government set up a so-called committee to go about since almost a week now. Have you seen petrol in the filling stations? And those that are having petrol stations in the government circuits there, they are selling at a high price. I did not mention him now. I can even mention him later.
I'll come back to you. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Well, Festus, they are saying that right now there are some banks that are there hoarding this money, and they are part of the sabotage that are making this process difficult for the system to really combat this cash crunch. What do you have to say about that?
I guess it's not a saying. Banks are hoarding money. We saw a commercial bank that enraged new money inside and used the old money to block it. Have you not seen the video? Then we also saw a commercial bank where they kept money, they loaded money in the ATM with the wrap. So you go there, the money can't come out. I saw the video also. Now, I'm not having problem with those persons. Reason because they are human. They have problem with the state governors, the rep members, and the senators. Okay, in those states, we have local government liaison officers. We don't have local government chairmen. Now, the essence of government is to checkmate the activities of Wincy alongside with every other citizen. Now, what some governors are doing is this. Not be our own government. Now, federal government policy. So, you come back to the states, their people are suffering it. They are not putting the citizen as their priority. But if it comes to things that will give them more money to steal, they will be jumping. They will even sue federal government. Don't forget, governors once sued the federal government because the federal government refused to give them some money to share excess crude.
The windfall.
So now, in a sane society, we should be protesting not of the commercial banks. There is, let me come back to my state. There is no bank that will not honor the presence of my governor or a local government liaison officer, let alone a rep member or a senator. They are not even in Benin. They will come before election. In the north, why do you think these things are working? They are senators. Okay, let me use the word in general. The political gladiators. The politicians, they show interest. They want their people to be priority, even while they still steal money over there. But this thing now, they don't want the people to be short charged.
All right. All right.
Comfort.
You just hold on. I want to take a break. When we return, we will continue definitely with the show. Don't forget that each discussion you see on TV and, of course, on radio is guarded by rules and regulations. All right, so we have to stick to the rules and regulations. Doesn't mean that we shouldn't say the truth, but the rules and regulations must be observed. We'll talk some more on this same topic. NAIRA fuel scarcity, is it an act of sabotage? With a huge question mark. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
TMI, every opinion counts.